U.S. support for Israel, but he also said that doesn't mean that we agree with every policy and that we can't let friends know when we think they're taking actions that are against their national security or what they say that they want.
Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas says he's ready to resume peace talks with Israel on the basis of international law, which includes the UN Security Council resolution that was passed last week. I'm Barbara Cusack. The Obama administration reportedly has finalized sanctions and diplomatic measures to punish Russia for meddling in the U.S. election. More from correspondent Evan Perez.
We expect that they're going to be naming names, individuals who they believe were associated with this Russian disinformation campaign that, again, has been going on for about a year.
The NTSB is investigating the deadly crash of a small plane in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park this week. The latest from correspondent Pat Piper.
A reconnaissance flight by the Tennessee Army National Guard found the plane inside the national park after a family member contacted authorities to say the 3 people on board had never reached their destination. The National Park Service says all were from Bradford County, Florida. Their Cessna 182 was headed for the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge Airport when it disappeared.
Stocks closed broadly lower in light trading, more than wiping out yesterday's gains. The Dow fell 111 points. The S&P 500 gave up 19. The Nasdaq down 49 points. I'm Barbara Cusack.
At Discover, we believe anniversaries should be a time of celebration, not obligation. That's why we think annual fees are ridiculous. And now, just for giving us a try, we're going to give new card members a 1-year anniversary gift they'll never forget. At the end of your first year, we'll match all the cash back you've earned dollar for dollar. No caps and no catches, because we know if you try us, you'll like us. And that's worth every penny. Try it and believe it at discover.com/match. Cashback match offer only for new card members. Limitations apply.
Geico presents Unanswerable Questions.
Why are yawns contagious? What makes some ketchup fancy? Or the big one, why doesn't everyone switch to Geico when they could save 15% or more on car insurance? However, you could be a part of the answer by switching to Geico and saving hundreds for yourself. Money you could use to purchase bottle after bottle of the fanciest of ketchups.
Geico, the answer to savings. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
And now, with the Only in America Minute, here's your host, Bill Cochran.
Well, I wonder how old Donald Trump is getting ready for his moving plans into the White House in January. He'll be moving from a big penthouse in New York to the White House. I mean, just think. Only in America can this really happen. It only happens once in a lifetime to see a billionaire go to Washington and become the president of the United States. It's never happened in my lifetime. I mean, a billionaire, a man worth so much money that he could build a White House up on top of the penthouse that he lives in. But Donald Trump is concerned for your safety. He's concerned for your welfare. And yes, he is concerned for the security of a country that is in turmoil right now. I mean, the border is wide open in Mexico. They're coming in by the thousands right now, and the current president doesn't even seem to care. He goes off to Hawaii, and he spends a few weeks there, and he talks about Donald Trump like Donald Trump isn't going to be a good president. I mean, where did President Obama get his nerve? I mean, he never knew anything before he became president of the United States about running a country, and after he left the country, he still doesn't know anything. But Donald Trump's going to do the best he can. There's no question in my mind. And Donald Trump, if he only does a couple of the things that he said he's going to do. And my great ideas that he has is build the wall, secure the border, build the door. You know, let it open both ways. But have somebody there to watch it. Because we don't want people coming into this country anymore the way they have been coming into this country. Because we need to be secure and safe. In 2017. This is Bill Cochran. Listen to me at 8, 1, and 6 every day, Monday through Friday on Tan Talk.
There's only one place on the radio where golfers like you can turn for the best tips, interviews, product reviews, local tournaments, and everything golf talk. The Golf Show, guys.
Hey, join the Golf Show, guys, every Wednesday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's not just funny, it's informative, it's celebrities, and it's a lot of applause. It's the Golf Show, guys, Wednesday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Imus in the morning.
Hulk Hogan.
talking to Hulk about that new sex tape.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
Hulk Hogan's got a sex tape.
Oh yeah. And it's ugly too.
Oh,
I think it's my boy Bubba the Love Sponge's ex-wife.
Oh, okay. Well,
You ever heard Bubba the Love Sponge?
these things happen. Have I heard of him? But
No, he's great.
Yeah.
My favorite talk show host is Bubba the Love Sponge.
Catch Ines in the morning right here on the stations of the Tan Talk Network. Tampa Bay's Tan Talk. Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl, Vivica Fox. You are watching Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio with Dawn. Little foxy thing. Enjoy.
Hey, this is Vern Troyer, and you're listening to Don Reese's Hollywood Connections.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't, but keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood. Always time to dream, so keep on dreaming.
All right, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's your #1 entertainment show in the Tampa Bay area, Hollywood Connections. Now, in a special edition, a special Kwanzaa edition, your host, Miss Florida Diva Yvonne Madison, and the lady with all the connections, Dawn Reese. All right, ladies, lights, camera, action. You're on.
So much, Peter, and welcome to our show, Hollywood Connections. We have a special edition today. We're super excited for those of you that, like myself, that are still learning about different cultures and what they offer and for the holidays. But before we go into our Kwanzaa, I just want to ask you, how was your Christmas?
Oh, it was wonderful. Yes, it was.
Oh, good. And how was your Christmas? We have a special VIP guest in the house?
Wonderful.
Oh, good.
And relaxing.
Okay, I do have to give a shout out because me and Bert went to SeaWorld.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, it's wonderful to go to SeaWorld when you're like after, in the evening part, because they had all the Christmas walking and we went on the ride, but I do want to let you know when they say splash zone, that means splash zone. I'm not talking like a little bit of, pixie dust on you.
No, you mean some splashing.
We got soaked at the Seals.
Oh,
and
my
we
God.
said, I'm like, honest to God, we're sitting in the front, and it's like, I'm like, honey, look. And the guy looks at us and goes, you're going to get soaked. And we're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
We didn't know we were in Cannon View. But we want to thank SeaWorld because we really had a great time out there. So, ladies, Yvonne, do you want to introduce our beautiful co-host today?
Yes. Her name is Miss Yvette Madison.
That's the same as your last name.
Yes. And she is one of the official people of the Tampa Bay Kwanzaa Collective. And that's what we're going to talk about today, Kwanzaa.
That's right. So,
hi, Yvette.
Hi, everyone.
So tell us about Kwanzaa, and you have an event that you're putting together.
Yes, we do.
Okay, the event is January 1st. It's from 3 to 7. It's at the Tampa Heights Community Center
In
Tampa,
Tampa.
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, she needs some paper.
It's 2005 North Lamar Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33602. And it's from 3 to 7 p.m. on January the 1st.
Right. Now, so what does somebody expect from Kwanzaa? Let's say I'm going to go there. I have never been to a Kwanzaa. So what do you bring? I heard you bring fruit. I do know that.
You can bring fruit. It's going to be a lot of entertainment. We're going to have we're going to explain what Kwanzaa is. We're going to do the whole celebration. We're going to have a section for question and answer. So if anyone needs to know anything about Kwanzaa, we will answer their questions. We're going to have the Kuumba dance troopers. They're going to be dancing, drumming, and just a host of activities.
Weren't they here last time? I think you brought him here last year.
Yes, Mr. Myron,
Right.
Brother Myron was here with his drums last year. But the whole dance troupe, that's the dancers and drummers, and they're part of the Tampa Bay Kwanzaa Collective.
Right.
And this is very important because I'm so excited about that the Madison family, we've been doing Kwanzaa since 1967, 49 years, and Kwanzaa is only 50 years. So I'm a pioneer of Kwanzaa.
Wow.
I was lots of times taught with Maulana Rankaringa, who's the founder of Kwanzaa. And what I'm so excited about is that the Kuumba dancers and drummers and the Madison family, we connected together, and now we have the Tampa, the Kwanzaa Collective, and that's very important to come together.
How many people show up at a Kwanzaa, would you say?
Well, last year we had approximately 300 people.
Wow.
It started from just our family. So just our immediate family in our living room in Tampa. It grew to my salon.
Okay.
And that's when we said we're going to take it to the community. And from the salon, it's just have grown. So it went from 20 people to about 300 people. This year we're expecting more.
Even more, yes. Mm-hmm.
So is there a website or anything they can go to look at? Do you have anything on Facebook, like a separate page that you could put together?
We don't have a separate page, but you can go on Yvette Madison or Daryl Madison's page, and you can get all the information about Kwanzaa. Next year, we'll have a special page.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice, because I did that with the fashion show with King James, and we put a special, I think I got about 10 pages on my Facebook extra. You know how you do that. But it's great to put photos so people can see.
Yes.
Now, are you videotaping this as well, and somebody there for production, or?
Well, last year we did. I think the people who are involved with production will be videotaping it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what other exciting things can you bring children?
Oh, in Swahili it's called watoto. That means children. The watoto. Kwanzaa is actually focused on children. Because last night I was at a Kwanzaa and we talked about the children and the things that we do on Kwanzaa, somebody's going to have to take over. So we always want to involve children because they will be the next level that we'll be doing Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is 50 years old now.
Wow. And I do know that Peter just texted me and he said we have a Miss Jackson on the phone. Are you expecting?
Yes, Myron Jackson.
Myron Jackson.
Oh,
yeah.
Myron. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't have my glasses. Hi, Myron Jackson. How are you?
All right, just fine. How are you all?
Good, good.
Yes. Hi. Thank you for calling in, Myron.
Oh, yeah, sure, by all means.
So tell us, how is your part of this history making with Kwanzaa?
That's interesting. And I'd have to speak from my, from the perspective as a person born and raised in Tampa. But there was at one time there was a committee that celebrated each year back in the 70s, and things changed. And however, when we connected our dance company, Kuma Dancers Drummers, we're going into our 37th year in the community and presenting in and around the state of Florida. But when we met Mama Lababa and family, it was certainly love at first sight. I mean, they do a spectacular job of celebrating, and I think they enlisted our services. And when it happened, I mean, you once and for all saw what Kwanzaa celebrations are, how they're done, and the manner which it's in keeping with tradition, which it was born out of. But and they had absolutely an entire cross section of Tampa community there, and it was just a delight. And then we kept saying, hey, we got to get together and do this. And we finally got together, and it was wonderful last year, and we expect, as they indicated earlier, to have more this year. And this is one of those celebrations. The more the merrier,
That's true.
And then there's so many takeaways there, and it helps you to end the year and start out a new year and sort of recalibrate your thinking and just realign yourself with positive, interaction with positive people. So it's really an honor and a privilege to be in their countenance and having their involvement with pretty much the very first Kwanzaa, certainly the second one, as Mama Lababa indicated.
Well, my question is, what is the history of Kwanzaa?
Well, Kwanzaa started in 1966 by Maulana Rankaringa. And Maulana Rankaringa at that time was studying sociology in college. And what I think that motivated him was that a lot of people have holidays to celebrate, but the people the black people in America, they really didn't. They celebrate all of the holidays, but they never had one special that came out of their culture.
Okay.
And so he put together Kwanzaa.
Okay.
Yes. And Kwanzaa, it has 7 principles. He used Kiswahili to express Kwanzaa because at that time he thought that a lot of people did think that Africa would become one unified continent, and Kiswahili would be the language spoken. So that's why all of the principles and everything is in Kiswahili.
Okay.
And Yvette, if you tell them what the 7 principles are.
Okay, is Myron still on the phone?
Yes.
Yes.
We forgot to say Habaragani.
You're absolutely right.
In Jama.
Right.
In Jama. Every day we say Habaragani, that's in Swahili mean what's the news.
Okay.
And we answer with the day of the Kwanzaa. Like the first day of Kwanzaa is Umoja,
which means unity. And the principle reads like this: to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.
And then the second day of Kwanzaa, we say Habaragani,
Kujijakalia, which means self-determination. And the principle reads: to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves.
And the third day of Kwanzaa, which is today,
is Ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together.
And the fourth day of Kwanzaa is
Ujama,
cooperative economics,
to build and to maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses and to profit from them together.
And the fifth day of Kwanzaa, we say Habaragani,
Nia, purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness.
Habaragani on the sixth day of Kwanzaa.
Koumba, creativity, to do always as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beneficial and beautiful than we inherited it.
And the last day of Kwanzaa, we say Habaragani.
Faith, and that's New Year's Day, which is my birthday.
Imani.
Okay.
Imani, faith. And it's to believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle.
And that's called the Nguza Saba, which means 7 principles.
Right.
Okay. So I know we still have our callers on the phone. Who's there now?
Just Myron.
Oh, yes. Just okay, we have a VIP guest.
So the history of Kwanzaa, I wanted to go back to the history of Kwanzaa, is that we never had a holiday that really talked about our culture. So this Kwanzaa means first fruits, and it was taken from the Swahili language of Kwanzaa, but Maulana Rankaringa, who is the founder of Kwanzaa, he put an extra A on it so that it could coincide with the 7 principles. So Kwanzaa has 7 letters in it.
I was just looking that up.
Yes.
And now this is worldwide, of course, and what every city around has different. Now, how many Kwanzaas would you say are around the world in the United States?
Oh, I couldn't say, but it has grown tremendously. At first, when Maulana Rankaringa organized and created Kwanzaa for America, but now Kwanzaa is in diaspora. It's all over where black people live.
Okay.
In Europe, it's in the Caribbean, it's all over.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. See? And Kwanzaa has other symbols to it. Myron, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
You have anything to add to that?
Well, in terms of the, the Nguzo Saba, going back to those principles, I think that is clearly the cornerstone of the celebration itself. These are intrinsic sort of attributes that, any culture, any civilization, any country should embrace, and people are often accused of not having that as part of the, customs and traditions. And the redeeming part about it is that if people don't, then this is a window of opportunity to refresh their memory or introduce them and acquaint people with these building blocks that makes a functioning society, grow. something that's tried and proven. We look at a celebration now that grew from the mindset of some people like Malana Rankaringa to having garnered, recognition around the entire world now.
Yes.
It's on the postage stamps. So,
Right,
so
on the stamps
that
and
itself
everywhere.
is significant, It's a milestone that has been accomplished and then continues to grow, and that's the purpose of it. And I enjoy celebrating because it always seems new and fresh every year when you do it.
Yes, and you know what? I wanted to bring to people's attention that they talk about the harvest. But Marlon Karinga, when he was creating Kwanzaa, he knew we didn't have any really harvest out in our backyards. So Kwanzaa is a conceptual harvest. And so at the end of the year, and when the harvest is there, we're not talking about fruit, really not talking about fruits and vegetables. That's just a symbol. Right. We're talking about what you have harvest during the year. Like you say, you have your radio station for a whole year. That would be your harvest.
Us, we have.
Yes, we have, yes.
Right.
And you had your husband, you got married.
Oh.
And Yvette, you have any harvest during the year? You got your grandchildren.
Absolutely.
And one of them went to school this year, to a public school.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Another thing I want to say too, the timing of Kwanzaa is very significant. It's around the holidays because it's the festive time of the year.
Right.
So it was purposely put around the holidays.
Yes.
It was purposely put after Christmas because we know that by giving out gifts and things like that, if you wait the day after Christmas, everything is so much cheaper. So it's economical to pass out your gifts later than Christmas. So Kwanzaa is a perfect time for that also.
And so we have another caller.
Yes, we do. I know. Peter, we have Daryl Madison. And before I introduce Daryl, I want to say, because we're going to run his commercial, before we get Daryl, can we run that commercial real quick for Daryl? Yeah, well, Daryl, we're going to run that commercial.
I just wanted to say one more thing, though, and I think I lost my thought. Concerning, he also wanted to put Kwanzaa there because the people are used to celebrating it at that time.
Right.
So he didn't. So he felt that he didn't want to really leave it out. He wanted to be a part of the world celebration.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense. And Daryl Madison, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you, darling?
We miss you here.
I miss you too, baby.
Well, I know. Hold on. I have a special treat for you before we go. Peter, let's roll.
Folks, do you guys have a 401k, life annuity, or retirement plan? Well, I've got good news for you. Tax and financial guru Daryl Madison will be able to help you understand funding, financing, and investing in this turbulent financial season. Call him, the tax and financial guru, Daryl Madison, at 813-872-9900. That's 813-872-9900. Tell him you heard about him from Miss Florida Diva of the Don Reese radio show, Hollywood Connections, Tan Talk 1340 on your AM dial.
The best person ever to see for tax here locally, and that's Daryl Madison. And Daryl, welcome. So tell us about Kwanzaa.
Oh, great. Yes, I'd love to. Well, my family, my mother's there, my sister's there. We have been celebrating Kwanzaa since 1967. So for 49 years, we've been celebrating Kwanzaa and promoting the 7 principles of the Nguza Saba. And those principles, to me, are very important. Even on my Facebook page, I update my friends and clients on this holiday season. And I heard a little bit about what my sister was indicating. It's right after Christmas. It doesn't interfere with Christmas. It doesn't compete with Christmas. It's a African American holiday product that we felt that it was necessary to show and promote these 7 principles: Umoja, unity; Kujijakalia, self-determination; Ujamaa, collective work and responsibility. That's what we're doing right now. over the telephone, is to build and maintain our communities together, to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problem, and to solve them together. And then you have UJAMA, cooperative economics. That's another thing you guys are doing on the television. Radio. You're talking about helping people, cooperating in economics, building and maintaining your own stores, your own careers, your own acting and musical careers, and to shop and share and profit together from them.
That's
and then
true.
Then you have NIA, purpose. You know?
I saw one of your video feeds today briefly, and you were talking about Kwanzaa. Yeah. And I love your video feeds, by the way. You get into some wonderful pointers on your Facebook. And can we tell other people what your website is for your taxes as well, or to your Facebook?
Yes, it's Madison Tax Services with a S.com. Madison Tax Services with a S.com. Perfect. And it's very important that this year, and this deals with cooperative economics, UJAMA, is that the IRS for the past 15 to 20 years has been really attacking small, poor, and middle-class families. And this year they've included this program that will stall your tax returns until after February the 15th. And that's very important to know, that if you have children and you're getting additional tax credit for any of your children, your refunds will be held up until after February the 15th.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay. Darryl, you left off NIA.
Yes, I was getting to the NIA, purpose. To making our collective vocation the building and development of our communities in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. And that's very important, to have a purpose behind what you're doing, how you're doing it, why you're doing it. It's a plan that every business and family needs to have in order to go forward. You have to plan for the future, and that's what NIA stands for. And then you have Koumba, creativity, to do always as much as we can in the way that we can in order to leave our communities more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. So you move into a community and the garbage may be left out on the street. Help pick it up. Help keep your community clean. Okay? And finally, we have Imani, faith, to believe in all your hearts in your people, our parents, our teachers, and our leaders, and the righteousness of the struggle that they go through. It's important to have faith, and even in the Bible, it's faith. Believe in something, and if you believe in something hard enough, that something will come true.
Oh, thank you, Darryl. Thank you so much. Is Myron still there too?
Yes.
Yes, Myron. Thank you both for calling in.
Oh, Darryl, I have something that just came to my mind. You were talking about cleaning up, and you see something, that is important. I was watching Joyce Myers a long time ago. I still pop her on once in a while as well, and was my mother's favorite person, and what a preacher. And I remember her saying, when you're at a grocery store, you see those carts, and you just leave it in front of your car. She goes, you think of me when all those hard workers, you have to go. She says, put those carts back where they belong. So,
sometimes I put food, I see food at a different place. I'll take it and put it back where it belongs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I want to thank you, Yvette Madison. You have any last words to say?
Yes, talk about you have a beauty shop too.
Yes.
We got so much going on.
Yes. Where can they go to get their hair done?
Yes.
Well, they can call me at area code 727-771-3318.
About the affair on January the 1st.
About the affair or about hair, but I just wanted to end up
saying
saying
that
the
affair or hair.
A hair affair.
A hair affair.
Yeah, I like that.
A hair affair.
I just want to end by saying Kwanzaa is January 1st. It's Imani, the last day. It's at the Tampa Heights Community Center in Tampa. That's 2005 North Lamar Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33602. It's from 3 to 7. And, of course, bring your children, bring your friends, family. Spread the word. If you can't be there, spread the word. Kwanzaa. It's everybody's welcome.
Yes. That's what, Don, you asked was everybody welcome. Everybody's welcome, and we can assure everybody a fabulous celebration. You will have a fabulous time.
Well, you know what we need to do is we need to cut a 30-second spot commercial this week real quick. I mean, tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Or as soon as possible on that so people can call you.
Okay.
That would be good, and let it run.
All right.
We'll take ours out.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. All
right.
And Myron, thank you for calling in.
Oh, most certainly. I appreciate that.
And thank you for being a part of the collective. I'm so excited that we finally got together.
Yes, and as you say, you know, it's fun for the entire family, the children activities, and you know, and everybody. And you know, actually, most cultures have days like or celebrations that they, you know, recognize at some point in time during the course of the year. So this is very appropriate at this time of the year to end the year and to kick it off.
Thank you.
Right foot. Thank you.
Thank you. And Daryl, you have a last word to say?
Yes, have a happy holiday season to everybody, and look for the future in a positive light.
Thank
That's right.
you.
And we want to thank you, too, for listening, our listeners, on the Kwanzaa special today. And we're going to have more Kwanzaa information. Before we go to our next caller, this is about helping people, Yvonne.
Okay, thank you.
And this was a blessing that kind of popped up today. And over the last couple of months, I've been talking to a friend. And we're going to go to this caller in a minute. But in the meantime, we're going to take a short break and go play some Fool's Gold music, which we'll be right back. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Silver and gold, I have none to give to you. Material things, I have none to give to you. Honey and sweets, I have none to give to you. All I have for you, all I got for you, love and affection. My love and affection. Love and affection, yeah. It's been a long time we've been together, baby, sharing every moment together. I hope this our love will last forever. I can move your mountain, you can move my mountain. Let's share this love, baby. I'll take you to the dreamland. Love and I, love and I, love and I, love and I. Oh yeah, what love got to give, let it got to give, yeah. Love can break your heart, love can mend your life. All you got to do, baby, trying all over again. Love and affection, love and affection, love and affection. Give me love, affection. Come on, give me love and affection. There will be no confusion, no temptation, no segregation, but there'll be solution. All I got for you, all I got for you, all I have for you, all I got for you. Love and affection, love and affection. All I got for you, all I have for you. All I got for you, all I got for you, baby. Love and affection, 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 love and affection.
And we're back, and thank you for listening to my favorite music. Since we have a sailboat, and that's what we like to do, and just chill out on the sailboat, like we're going to do tomorrow for my brother's birthday.
Oh, your brother's in town?
Yes, actually, he lives here in his birthday, so we want to shout out. Happy birthday to
Happy
Tommy.
birthday.
And in the meantime, we're talking about helping people. And Charlene is on the phone from, I think, San Jose. Charlene, are you there?
I am here. I'm actually in Reno.
Oh, in Reno. I'm sorry.
So I'm a little jealous of going on a sailboat. It's really cold here.
Oh, my gosh. I love Reno. Oh, my goodness. Well, you are such a blessing. And thank you for the long chat today. And you really actually tickled my heart. And we're live on the air. I am also live on Facebook to tell people that if you're looking for a job, you have an opportunity for talent and actors and people that are brand ambassadors and promoters. And what I really like about your company, you really give the extra edge to make sure they're taken care of.
Absolutely. So, yes, we were talking about a possible opportunity that turns out can be a great fit for actors that are between stage plays, commercial work, TV work. And do you mind if I tell you a little bit about the company?
Yes, that's
how it works?
It's your floor. Yes, you got it.
Okay, great. So I'm an in-house recruiter. The company's name is Twin Towers Trading Corporation. It's been around for like 30 years. And they sell many types of household products, like things you may have seen, like knives or, these forever sharp knives, slicers, whisks, microfiber mops, cookware, all different kinds of products. And they always sell it through employee brand ambassadors in retail settings all over the country. So the job, and again, I said that we're hiring all over the country, is a brand ambassador that performs in-store demonstrations of our products. And we like to call it retailtainment because you're actually performing a 5 to 7 minute live show in front of shoppers, but they're your audience, consisting of a demonstration of one of our products. And it is an employee position, so it's a W-2 position. We provide a script. We provide a $500 script memorization bonus. We provide fully paid training and company-subsidized health benefits.
That's awesome.
And to make the job easier, this is not one of these things where you're buying inventory or anything like that. We pay you. You don't pay us. We assign each employee a product and send them to a very intensive 1-week training program, which is all expenses paid by the company, including all the travel, food, hotel, everything. And then when they come back to their territory, we assign them, we give them all their supplies they need, and then we assign them stores to go to each week. And normally the stores are like a Sam's Club, a Walmart, a BJ's Wholesale, as well as certain grocery store chains, and those depend on what area of the country you live in. So like in the West Coast, like LA area, they might be Albertsons and Ralph's as well. And then we ship the inventory directly to the people's stores. We assign them the stores. We even provide them with free gifts that they can give out to anyone who watches their 5-minute presentation. And then after each presentation, they just hand out the product to the customers who want to buy. The customers take it to the registers like the rest of their purchases, and so they don't even have to handle cash. From work days, they're typically Thursday through Monday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They're working generally from about 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., but there's flexibility depending on store hours when they think the stores will be the most active. And, again, nobody's looking over their shoulder, so they're working independently, yet they have the whole infrastructure of the company and a manager behind them.
It's kind of
like
some
of our best.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of like if you ever want, I have a lot of friends that want to host a home shopping network, and they're like, oh, it's too hard to get in. Well, this is like your own home shopping network, your own show. But you know what I'm saying?
It's like a mini show, kind of.
Yeah, and you're having fun talking to people and interacting with people, and and this is also great for comics. I would think there's for comedy.
Absolutely, because even though we give them a script, after they're done with training, they get to make it their own. So they can inject humor. They get to read the crowd, just like you said. They're acting. That's why we call it retailtainment, because the more they can entertain the people and keep them riveted to their presentation, the more they're going to sell. And it's all about, we're trying to help them make money in between their acting jobs. And some of our best employees are actually actors. They're making excellent money. And then at times when they need to film a commercial or do a stage play, they might take a week or so off.
Yes.
Then they take care of those obligations, and then they come back to being our brand ambassador. And as long as there's notice, that all works out fine. And then we're hiring in almost every major city in the country,
Wow.
like just to name a few: Detroit, Phoenix, the LA area, Denver, Dallas, Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Oklahoma City, and many others. So if your listeners are interested in this opportunity and getting involved with our company, they can get my contact information directly from you, or I thought of another way. They can apply directly by going to our website at ttradinginc.com, and they could just Google it. Sometimes it's hard to spell. If they just Google Twin Towers Trading Corporation, they'll get to the website, and then there's a jobs, and an easy way to apply, and it sends an email directly to me, and I can contact them and give them a lot more, the nitty-gritty details about the job.
Right.
I have a question. Other than acting or performers, what type of can other people, other than actors and performers, apply for these jobs?
Oh, absolutely. It can be anybody. We like them to be over 21.
What
and
qualifications?
They do need to have a reliable vehicle and a driver's license, because they do need to be able to get around to the stores that we're assigning them to. But yes, because we put a lot of emphasis on the training. If somebody lives in Chicago, we may be sending them to Sarasota, Florida for an entire week training, a 7-day training program after they've memorized the script. We actually give people a script coach, although people that are coming in through you guys it's probably really easy to memorize. But we give people a script coach that they Skype with, and then when they're cleared for training, we actually buy them plane tickets, hotel, car, pay, food, everything, because the training is so important. Like you said, it's not just for actors, but people who have sales experience. It's great, but most people don't have sales experience, and this is kind of a unique environment because they're selling it in a retail environment, and their audience is going to be different set of people every single day, and maybe even at different times of the day. It might be moms who are rushing and sitting there with little kids, or it might be dads who are like shopping because they have to, because they just kind of got stuck with it. So you want to have people that can go through the training and learn, and like you said, if they can entertain, it's even better.
Right.
That's awesome. Now, what is different age groups? Can it be anybody over 21? If they're 40, 50, 60? I mean, some people will say, you know what, I'm 70, I'm 80. I look great. Like my co-host is gorgeous. I mean, she's gorgeous. And but is this something that, what are the hours and the age group about that you're looking for?
So, excuse me, there's no age limitation. The only thing would be that you're you're in a retail environment, you're in a grocery store or a Sam's Club or Walmart, and you've got to set up your booth. You may be on your feet for many hours a day, so you want to be able to have the energy and the enthusiasm to last the whole day, because you're going to do possibly 10 pitches a day or even 12. In an 8-hour day, if you're doing a 5 to 7 minute pitch, you may do one every 30 minutes. And then maybe you have 10 minutes to clean up your booth and then start another one. So it does take a certain amount of stamina and energy, but like you said, there's no age limit. And we have people who have, semi-retired, but they didn't want to really be retired. So if they had the energy, no problem. And like you said, the working hours are generally, it's daytime hours. You're not working overnight or anything. You're
That's
working
awesome,
roughly
too.
10 to 6, but there's some flexibility.
That was my question. Could this be a good part-time job, or does it have to be full-time?
So the only way we can do part-time, because we do have contracts with these stores, and they expect people to be there 5 days. The way we've done part-time, and this is why it kind of works sometimes for actors a lot of times, is because you have to be there for the 5 days, but then you might work 1 week, and then you might have a different, an acting engagement or a commercial you need to shoot for 3 days. So then as long as we know a week, a couple of weeks in advance, so we won't assign you a store, that sort of becomes the part-time gig. Okay. In that you might work a week and then or 2 weeks or 3 weeks and then take the last week of the month off. If it's somebody who, like you said, might be older and might just be like, I want to do this part-time, the part-time would be maybe every other week. But they do have to work 5 days in a week.
You know what I was thinking while I was listening to you? I was thinking that there's so many people out here that are unemployed. They always say, I can't find a job, I can't find this. And this is so much information about getting a job. I think it's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Because people are always complaining, there's no work, I can't get a job, I lost my job. So if anybody out there listening, they need to really take heed to this.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. We want to hire. We are looking for people, in everywhere around the country, and any major city. If there are Sam's Clubs, Walmarts, and we provide the training, as long as they can, like I said, memorize a 3-page script, and have the enthusiasm, then we can work with them because we spend a lot of money on the training.
Right. I've heard that. Now, what is like the highest that somebody's ever made doing this job, and then like starting out with somebody in promotions after training, so they can kind of get a pay idea?
From a pay idea, I'll give you kind of an average first, because it depends on the product they're selling and what part of the country. But I'd say on average, it will probably range in the $600 to maybe $1,200 a week would be an average. And there are, we have safety nets in each state. So if somebody was working and it was just really terrible weather, they're still, depending on the state, the amounts vary, but they're still guaranteed a paycheck. So they would always get a paycheck. And so, especially in your first 5 weeks.
You're not going by hourly rate. Are you going? Do they have a?
Well, normally they're getting the higher of the commission. Most people are earning commissions because the commissions are almost always in excess of the hourly rate. I have people that have just gotten out of training, and he's an actor, and he finished up a stage play. He started working for us, and he's probably making about $1,800 a week. There are people that I've heard paychecks $2,000. I've heard a paycheck of a guy that is also a trainer, but he sells so much that he could sell 500 units of something in a week or even more. And I heard him talk about $3,500.
Yeah, he's an expert at it.
Right, but we're making everybody experts at it.
Yes.
I mean, it's repetition, but that's why we emphasize the training
and
give them a script.
And also their creativity plays in there too.
Oh, absolutely. Because if you can sell something, depending on the product you're selling, if it was, let's say, a set of knives, it's not just, it's Christmas time, but it's, hey, are you going to a barbecue? Or are you going to a wedding shower? Or do you have a friend that invited you for dinner and you want to give them something?
Yes.
These make great gifts. And interestingly enough, some of the items that we have, we'll have customers that will buy 5 of them at once.
Right.
Because they're like, I thought of 5, that it's 5 different events they were going to.
What I like is you're not taking any cash. What I like is that you just hand them out. I heard something, because I have to step back. A friend of mine also told me about this company, Neil, and which was really amazing. And he told me that he sent me this video as well. And it had Ed McMahon started out as a pitch man.
Yes, I was watching that. Yes.
Yeah, and so he said this was a great job for him at the time before. But
yes, he said he made $500 a week back in the day, and that was something marvelous.
Yeah, just the history of doing this in promotions. And now, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people are saying it's brand ambassadors or promotions. And there's so many people that I know out there that are looking for jobs now, and they call me up. And that's why I wanted to do a little special on this as well, to help you get a good job. And I know that I have a lady, her name is Brandy. She's in Orlando. She's calling me saying, I'm really interested, Dawn. I really want to do this. Or I've got somebody in Texas right now. Marie, she may be your next promotion person down there,
That would be great. I would love you to give out my information, or if they go onto the website, it will get to me also. But you can give out my cell phone number to people. And
wait. I'm so excited because I like I said, when I saw what you sent me, and I was like, ooh, this is so cool. And I want to thank you so much. Peter, what do you think about that kind of a job? Does that sound like fun? My producer?
Absolutely sounds like fun.
I know. So have you ever done anything like that before?
Not sure. I don't think I have.
Promotions? Yeah, so Peter
what's her title? What's your title?
Charlene? My title?
Yeah.
I'm an in-house sales recruiter. I'm an in-house recruiter. For the position, for hiring brand ambassadors, and I do it out of Reno, but I am hiring all over the country. So I have placed ads, all over ZipRecruiter, things like that. But you would be surprised how difficult it is to find people.
Right. I know. I used to work for a corporate office, and I used to promote and hire people. And, a lot of people, like you said, you have to have a car.
Yeah.
You have to have a driver's license.
Get the qualified person.
Right. And we're talking about that, and that's important. And what now? How long have you been with the company, and how did you find out about this amazing company?
Yes, that's what I wanted to know.
Well, I've known the owners for years, just through some other family members. So I've been doing the recruiting for about a year. I had actually worked in another related company for a few years, actually doing accounting work. And then I moved into doing this, and it's been very interesting. And I would have thought it would be easier to find people. I'd say one of the barriers is just people taking the time to just learn a 3-page script. And that's why I was so excited when you called me because of the actor. Because I have to say the actors I've worked with have no problem learning the script. So, and that's sort of been the more dropouts that we've had, that that I'll find somebody who's very enthusiastic about the job, but then they just either can't or just don't want to. But we do offer a $500 script memorization bonus, but it's but it's still, they have to do it. And I love the actors because they can memorize a 3-page script in about a minute.
Yeah, that's their skill.
And how long is the script about, would you say?
Usually, most of the scripts, it varies by product, but on average, we're trying to keep them about 3 pages.
3 pages.
Okay. Well, that's like the flight attendants. We had to memorize everything back in, tray tables up and,
I've sold before. I've never done sales recruitment, though. And that seems like it would be kind of tough, a little bit tough.
But they
that
train
becomes
you.
tougher because you can you can get people hanging up on you, just going not in a million years.
Right.
You've seen it takes a certain personality, obviously, and that's again why I like the actors, because they don't mind being out in front of people. That's their whole life is being out in front of people. So sometimes you get people, and I say, have you ever seen anyone doing these kind of demos? And would you like to do that? And it's either it sounds like a lot of fun or not in a million years.
But you know what? I've seen many times of people doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I have lots of places.
Well, I worked for another company in Denver one time, and I learned, this was completely different. And so I know exactly what they're talking about. And the training is intense. And, and what I've heard from Neil, I'm really impressed with. And I want to thank you so much for calling in. And I'm going to be talking about this to a lot of people afterwards and on Facebook, social media. If you need a job worldwide, I got something for you. You're going to love this. And
we do have offices worldwide also, and
in
I know
Tampa?
they do sell the products worldwide. I personally am not recruiting worldwide, but if there were people in other parts of the world who are interested, I can get them to the right people as well.
Oh, okay.
Well, we want to thank you so much for calling in. We've got a super exciting show, and again, we'll actually have you back. I've got some ideas when I got some people that we'll ask some questions about that.
Terrific. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Have a happy holiday.
Stay warm
Happy
over there in
holidays
Reno.
Yes.
Yeah, you bet. Thank
bless.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, Peter, I know it's 6:53. We're almost to the top of the hour, and we have Gene Anderson, King of the Hollywood Blues. Is he calling back?
I think he's calling back, but he's not on the line. So.
Oh, darn. Okay, because let's play. Can we play his music? This is for Gene Anderson. He'll call back and say hello. We have a special VIP guest calling in at 7:05.
Okay.
If this person calls in and we're super excited, if the time changed, of course, we'll see what happens. And he did confirm, so I'll tell you who this guest is coming up. But Gene Anderson, he walked me down the aisle. He was one of the Funkadelics.
Yes.
This is his new Christmas song. We're still going to play it.
Yes,
it's only a few days after Christmas.
We played it last week, too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We loved it.
We loved it. Let's play it.
someone to hold in my arms, so I can keep her sweet body warm. So bring her by Christmas or lose by New Year's Eve. Hey, hey, hey there, Mr. Santa Claus. I know you are busy putting presents under Christmas trees, but I hope you don't get so busy that you forget about me and bring her by Christmas or please by New Year's Eve. I know that it is Christmas and I'm used to having fun. Oh, but how could I have a good Christmas if I've got to celebrate all alone? Mr. Santa Claus, I know you are busy as a little old Christmas bumblebee. I hope you don't mind me bending your ear. Hey, Santa Claus, I mean it sincere. Send her by Christmas or please by New Year's. Oh, by Christmas or lose by New Year's. By Christmas or please by New Year's Eve. Oh, hey there, Santa Claus.
Very nice.
So, what did you think of that music, ladies? Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, I thought it was wonderful.
And that's Gene Anderson, king of the Hollywood Blues, and I've known him for Everland, and hopefully he'll call back. And I know Peter. So before we go to the top of the hour, please tune back in because I have a really special VIP guest, and we're hoping that somebody from Happy Days will be calling in. I'm not going to tell you who yet. It's a surprise. Happy Days, the TV show.
Yes.
So it may be a full hour with this person. And Peter, how was your Christmas?
Christmas was really good.
What did you do for Christmas?
Just hung out with family.
Did you? I saw that. Yes, I saw that somebody got a gift, and then you got the same gift.
Yes.
I watch your news feed.
PlayStation 4, yes. Yeah, we did. We can talk more about that on your second hour of Hollywood Connections. Coming up, news at the top of the hour. Got to pay some bills. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Stay tuned.
Bye. Got some good news on that Business View show, too. Be back soon.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen.
Legend hospitalized, Mideast controversy. I'm Barbara Cusack. One of Hollywood's biggest stars in the 1950s and 60s, Debbie Reynolds, has been taken to a Los Angeles hospital. The LA Times says its source says the 84-year-old complained of breathing problems. Reynolds' daughter, Carrie Fisher, died this week after experiencing a cardiac event in flight. Israel's prime minister accused Secretary of State John Kerry of focusing on Israeli settlements while paying little attention to Palestinian violence. And Israeli Ambassador Ron Dermer later said,
"What this UN Security Council resolution did is it basically ceded that territory to the Palestinians. It says it's yours. It's occupied Palestinian territory. Why would the Palestinians negotiate with us if all of a sudden the world is saying all of that territory is yours?"
Donald Trump now says the White House transition is going smoothly after complaining earlier after some of President Obama's statements and roadblocks. Trump, though, said Mr. Obama actually called him today.
Very, very nice. Appreciated that he called.
I'm Barbara Cusack. Brawls in malls across the country this week, creating havoc for communities like Fort Worth, Texas.
Some people at Hewlin Mall posted video of the fight on Twitter. Fort Worth police have now increased patrols around the mall, but shoppers say more manpower won't solve the problem.
They're doing the best they can with what they've got to work with. If parents aren't going to help them, they're not going to ever win.
At least 15 fights were staged across the country on Monday, but another fight broke out in a mall in Philadelphia last night. Alan Skaya, Fort Worth.
President Obama has named national monuments at Bears Ears National Monument in Utah, which covers 1.35 million acres of tribal land in the Four Corners region. And the 300,000-acre Gold Butte National Monument outside Las Vegas also was named. But the Republican Attorney General of Utah says he's going to sue over President Obama's designation in his state. I'm Barbara Cusack.
Hiring is the most challenging part of my job.
We started using ZipRecruiter about 3 months ago. One click and my job was posted to 200 plus job boards, all the top sites.
All of the candidates came to my dashboard, and it's easy to compare them.
And I couldn't believe the number of great applicants we got. I don't know how we hired before ZipRecruiter.
Find the best candidates with ZipRecruiter, where your job is just one click away from 200 plus job sites. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/find. That's ZipRecruiter.com/find.
Katie, where's your Jergens? My lotion? Here in the shower where it belongs. Wait, in the shower? Yeah, Mom. I use Wet Skin Moisturizer from Jergens. It instantly locks in moisture from my shower, so my skin stays soft and luminous all day without that sticky lotion feel. Moisture without that heavy feel? Can I borrow your Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer? And who said Mom always knows best?
You're more than just a pretty face. Jergens.
If you would like to become a wholesale buyer of the premium quality longevity product that you hear about right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network for personal service, you can pick up the phone right now and call Lola at 727-441-3311. Again, that's Lola at 727-441-3311. Or for even faster service, log on to tantalkhealth.com. That's tantalkhealth.com. Here's to your health and longevity.
There's only one place on the radio where golfers like you can turn for the best tips, interviews, product reviews, local tournaments, and everything golf talk. The Golf Show, guys.
Hey, join the Golf Show, guys, every Wednesday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's not just funny, it's informative, it's celebrities, and it's a lot of applause. It's the Golf Show, guys, Wednesday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hi, this is John Austin, host of the Book Club on the Tan Talk Radio Network. I spent 35 years in publishing, and today I want to tell you about a book that could change your life. The book is No Cash, No Problem. The author is Dave Wagenford. Dave Wagenford is one of the greatest barter experts in the world. He's bartered over $500 million in goods and services. If you want to remodel your home, but the cost is just too high, or maybe there's an automobile that you have dreamed of owning, but thought you just couldn't afford, well, this book will allow you to do both of those things, plus hundreds more with little or no cash. Maybe you're a business owner with a cash flow problem that leads to low or non-existing profits. Read this book and see how you can increase your cash flow and your profits by time-proven techniques. The book again is No Cash, No Problem, and you can buy it now online at www.tantalknetwork.com. Click on the book and follow the instructions, or pick up the phone and call Lola at 727-441-3311. The book costs only $6.99, so do yourself a favor and buy the book today.
Imus in the morning.
Son of a bitch. We have such an incompetent sales department at ABC in New York, they can't get the copy straight.
Uh-oh.
And we have that fat little freak over there at the radio station. And you talk about somebody who's a weirdo. Holy God. I mean, that boy's leather mask time there.
Easy.
Anyway, do you think he could get things straight? Of course not. And then those two dicky dopes down there in Atlanta that own Cumulus Broadcasting, they fired everybody. So you can't get anybody to do anything. There's nobody left to do anything.
Jesus.
Holy God, you got to leave somebody to do something. So I've just had it.
Yeah. Well, take tomorrow off.
That's what I'm going to do.
Excellent plan. Fair enough.
You bastards deal with it yourselves.
Catch Imus in the Morning right here on the stations of the Tan Talk Network. Tampa Bay's Tan Talk. Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
Hey, what up, you guys? It's your girl, Vivica Fox. You are watching Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio with Dawn. Little foxy thing. Enjoy.
Hey, this is Vern Troyer, and you're listening to Don Reese's Hollywood Connections.
All right, your second hour of Hollywood Connections with your host, Miss Florida Diva Yvonne Madison, and the lady with all the connections, Dawn Reese.
That's my producer, Peter Blake. And I want to thank you for joining us on this second hour of Hollywood Connections. And we bring you Hollywood Connections and celebrity interviews and so much more. And I know, Peter, we have a special VIP. And I've been working so hard to try to get this man on the air with us. And before we do, can you play that theme song? This is a hint of who this person is online. Hold on, because you're going to be with us for a while.
Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are These days are Share them with me. Blue, black, gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I'm
Well, with that music, I want to introduce Donny Most. Are you on the air with us?
I am. Hi, Dawn. How are you?
We're fabulous here in Clearwater, Florida. And you are an amazing singer. You've been an actor. You know, you've been on Happy Days. You have a list, like Santa's list, of all the acting opportunities that you've been involved in. But first, what impressed me most was your music. And we love music on our station. And you have a swing band.
Yeah. I've always loved the jazz standards, the songs of the Great American Songbook, and all of the great singers like Sinatra and Bobby Darin and Dino and Tony, all of the greats, Nat King Cole. And I used to sing when I was young, even before I was acting. I was about 14, 15 years old and grew up in New York and Brooklyn, and I was going to a school in the city for acting and singing, and I got picked to be part of this professional review. It was like a nightclub act. And so I was doing it in the Catskill Mountains one summer when I was 15 years old. So that was sort of, as I like to say, my first love is the music and singing and jazz. And so I decided a couple of years ago I really needed to go back to it in a big way and put together a show and I have an East Coast band, I have a West Coast band, and we find musicians wherever we need to, and I've been doing it all over and having a blast, and then got in the recording studio and enjoyed that incredibly much as well.
Wow! Now I do see you were just on the Hallmark Channel as well, right?
Yeah. A few days ago, I did I was a guest on the Home and Family and the Hallmark Channel, and we got to do. I did a medley of the songs that are on my Christmas EP that's out now, and so that was a lot of fun, and hoping to get out there and do it a lot more, and show people what I'm doing, and get it out there,
Well, I hope you're with us for a while, because we're going to make this the Donny Most hour, if you don't mind, and I hope you have nothing to do tonight for a little bit. I know you're a busy person, but I know my producer has a bunch of your songs that I sent over, and since it's the Christmas holidays, my tree is still up. You wrote some amazing, beautiful Christmas music, and we want to help you sell these CDs and where people can buy them, where they can book you all over the United States as well. And
Absolutely.
So, that'd be cool. So, Peter, we have our first Christmas song by Donny Most. Stay tuned. We'll be right back, Donny, and enjoy Donny Most. We'll be right back.
Santa baby, slip a Harley under the tree for me. I've been an awful good guy, Santa buddy, and hurry down the chimney tonight.
Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Think of all the fun I've missed. I think of all the beauties that I never kissed.
Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list.
Santa buddy, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. I've been a good guy all year.
Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Swing 'em out, boys.
Santa buddy, one thing that I really do need.
That deed to a platinum mine.
Santa Pally, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Hey, Santa cutie, fill my stocking with the duplex.
And checks, sign your X on the line.
Ooh, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Come and trim my Christmas tree
with some decorations bought at Tiffany.
I really do believe in you.
Now let's see if you believe in me.
Santa Pappy forgot to mention one little thing.
A ring. No, I don't mean on the phone.
Santa buddy, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hey Santa, you're a swinging cat.
And you're spoiling me
with your big fat pie
underneath that tree.
Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
We're rocking here in the studio, Donny. That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, what a fun approach to that song. My producer came up with the idea to do it as a duet, and a wonderful singer, Becky Martin, does that with me, and it was fun. It was a really fun arrangement and something a little different to that song, and it was a blast doing it.
Ooh.
Yes, I remember Eartha Kitt did it. And this is
yeah.
And
That's
this is
right.
the first time I heard you with the duet. Yes, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. And,
yes.
Because you have to do that. I mean, because, Eartha Kitt's version was so great.
Yes.
It's hard to beat
yours
that.
is great, too.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. You know, Donny, my co-host is from Brooklyn.
Yes.
Oh, wow, wonderful.
Yeah.
What part of Brooklyn did you grow up in?
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I went to Thomas Jefferson.
High school. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I went to Erasmus Hall.
Erasmus Hall, yes.
Yeah, I was in Flatbush. Yeah, well, that's great.
There go my daughters here, yes.
No, he said Erasmus. That's one of our rivals.
You went to Boys and Girls High.
Yeah, South Shore High and Boys and Girls High School.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
You said Erasmus. That brought back memories.
Yeah, she jumped up. She went, ooh.
No, Flatbush Avenue, actually.
Yeah, on Flatbush Avenue, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Right, near Church Avenue.
Yes.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, also,
Great.
too, I want to add this, too. We have another song. We have so much to talk about, Donny, and I really thank you for your time. What song should we play next that Peter has?
Let's see. That was a swing thing. Maybe how about the Christmas song? Because I always love Nat King Cole so much.
Oh, yes.
We're loving
You want-
that. Okay, got that?
So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas?
No,
well, no, that's
chestnuts
another one.
roasting on an open fire, something like
chestnuts.
that.
Oh, that's my mom's favorite.
Yeah, chestnuts roasting.
Chestnuts roasting.
Do you have
It's
that
called
one?
the Christmas song.
That's the Christmas song, yeah.
Okay.
But if you can't find it, you could play It's Beginning to Look, or The Man with the Bag is a lot of fun.
We got it. We got it.
We got it. I send him a couple emails. I say, confirm.
Okay.
Very cool. We'll be right back. Donnie, stay tuned. Stay with us.
Okay.
Old Mr. Kringle is soon gonna jingle the bells that'll tinkle all your troubles away. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag, 'cause Christmas is coming again. He's got a sleigh full, it's not gonna stay full. He's got stuff to drop at every stop of the way. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag, 'cause Christmas is coming again. He'll be here with the answers to the prayers that you've made through the year. You'll get yours if you've done everything you should. Extra special good, he'll make this December the one you'll remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag. Christmas is here again. Let's go! He'll be here with the answer to the prayers that you've made through the year. You'll get yours if you've done everything you should. Extra special good, he'll make this December the one you'll remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting, they're all congregating, waiting for the man with the bag. Santa's the man.
Okay, and we're back, and that was Donny Most and Donnie. Wow, we just love this music. Needs to come back, and it is coming back.
It is.
Very
It
cool.
is.
What was the
I
name
love
of that one?
That's called the Man with the Bag.
Okay, because we were looking for the Christmas one.
The Christmas song.
song.
Yeah, we'll have to get to that because that's a famous one.
Yeah, I want to
that
hear it.
love.
I'm all excited.
Yeah.
But the Man with the Bag is I like the there's a whole swing
Yes,
jazz
I like
kind
it
of
too.
Yeah.
thing, and that's always fun. But yeah, the Christmas song is a beautiful, beautiful song that actually Mel Torme wrote with a guy named Bob Wells. And then even though Mel was a great singer himself, he knew in his mind that the guy to sing it was to record it would be Nat King Cole, and he gave it to Nat. And of course, he made history with that.
Ooh.
Okay.
So hopefully your producer can find it. I'm pretty sure I sent it. And
Let me double check again in my email. In the meantime, while I'm looking, I have to go back. I had told you when I first tried to get a hold of you, I met Henry Winkler back again over at a Comic-Con, and I do have to tell this story because it really was, you guys were a big inspiration for me back in the days. And you all came to Milwaukee. You were the baseball Happy Days crew.
Right.
And we had
a softball team.
Yeah, they had a softball team, and they would go around on tour. And what was really cool was Henry Winkler at the time. I was out in the field. Now, I was this young 19-year-old beauty queen, and it was Miss South Shore Waterfalls. And my uncle was the sheriff. Just real quick, and he had passed away now, but he said, Dawn, their bus broke down, and why don't you come downstairs? I'll escort you down, and I want you to meet the whole Happy Days crew.
Oh, good.
Which was so cool. I had everybody. I met you down there. I met Henry Winkler, and look at now you're on my show.
Isn't that wonderful?
I know.
And you're still the 19-year-old beauty queen.
I do vaguely remember that whole incident with the bus breaking down, and then it was a lot of it's a blur to me now.
I know,
but I kind of remember that, and I certainly remember when we played there at County Stadium, and I think we had 40,000 people for our game. For our game before the Brewers played.
That was so cool. I know.
What a small world, though, huh? Here we are, full circle.
You never know.
You never know.
I said God has such a sense of humor on
things. And
you're
talking to me, and I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a beauty queen myself.
Yes, she is.
Miss Florida Diva.
Miss Florida Diva. So
Oh wow.
I do have to ask you now. While he's looking for that music, tell us a little bit how you auditioned for Happy Days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I had been in New York doing a lot of commercials. That was how after I was in this other acting class, I got into commercials and doing a bunch of that, and some TV in the New York area, a little bit here and there. And then I went out to California. I was going to college in Pennsylvania and doing some theater there as well. And then I went out to L.A. for the summer after my junior year in college and got I was able to get an agent through some of the New York agents that I'd worked with. And then I started getting some guest roles on TV shows. And I was supposed to go back at the end of the summer to school, finish my senior year. But the agent said, I think you got some real momentum going, you got some mojo, and why not keep it going? Take 6 months off of school and see what happens. So I did, and and then it was I got another part. Something was on a show called Emergency, and then nothing for like 3 months, and I was thinking, oh no, I made a big mistake, But then my agent called and said, we have an interview for you for it's a pilot for a new show. It takes place in the 50s, and so I went in and I met the exec producers, and then they called me back, and I did another audition, this time with Gary Marshall and about 10 other people, and then they eventually called and asked that I got picked to do a screen test, and I was auditioning all this time for the role of Potsy. So then I did the screen test, and then they called my agent and said, he didn't get that part, but the executives loved his screen test so much they want to put him in the show, make a part, create a part for him.
That's marvelous.
And there was a small role of Ralph in the pilot, and they said we'll build that up, and that'll become a regular. So that's how that came about.
What do you remember how you had to audition? Do you remember any of the lines that you had to do at all, or?
No, I don't. I just remember it was a scene. Between Potsy and Richie, and because I was reading for Potsy, and I don't remember the dialogue at all. And I think it probably was a scene from that pilot script, but from that first episode, but I can't remember which scene it was.
Oh, I always ask. Some do, some don't. They like, oh, Dawn, I forgot that. You know how many years ago that was. But real quick, Donny, I'm looking here of the email. I've got it's beginning to look like Christmas and blue skies. I don't have that. If you want to,
you don't have the Christmas song. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you could play. Blue Skies is from the upcoming CD that is a full CD called Most Mostly Swinging that comes out February 10th.
Ooh.
So that's from that. It's beginning to look it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Okay.
Certainly.
But Donny, that Blue Skies, was that from Frank Sinatra?
Well, a lot of people recorded it. Dinah Washington, Ella Fitzgerald, and I think Sinatra probably did record it.
I think he did too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. And it's a real swinging version of it. It's really cool. So if you want to play that, you can, or And if you want, I could send you an email real quick of the Christmas song.
Yeah, let's play the Blue Skies. Send me a quick email. I'm on my computer here as well at the station, so we'll play Blue Skies with Donny Most. Yes, he's amazing singing.
I'm liking your interpretation.
Yes.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I want to make sure I have the right email. Oh, here it is. Great. Okay, I'll send Blue Skies right now.
No, send the Christmas song.
Oh, we have Blue Skies.
Yeah. I mean the Christmas song, right? That's what I meant.
We're good. All right, we'll be right back with Donny Most from Happy Days, but he's an amazing singer. He's got his own band, and wow, we'll be right back. Listen.
Nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now. Saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now.
Oh, I was telling you behind the scenes, I said, my husband said he's going to start talking more like Henry Winkler, more calm and peaceful. You heard my behind the scenes of everything.
You know what I like? I like when people did something in their youth and years ago and they still doing it like Donny's doing it. I like that.
Exactly. Well, Donny, I have Creed Warner that's popped on Facebook, and he sees my Facebook Live. He wanted to know, and he's with the A&R department. He's got an A&R department with Glory Sound Studios and recording, but he also has an A&R. And he's had so many stars as well that he's worked with. He's got a bad cold. A lot of people are getting colds.
Oh, yes. The flu is going on.
And lost his voice a little bit. But he did ask me to ask you, are you record label, and what are you looking for?
Am I with a record label?
Right.
Yeah, these the Christmas EP and the upcoming one, mostly swinging. I'm with it's Summit Records is the label.
Okay.
But what I'm looking for now is to do another CD. I'd really love to work on doing another one. So, I'm open. I'm not signed exclusively. I mean, I'm hoping to do something else with Summit because I really like them a lot. But I'm open if right now I could do another CD with whoever if somebody's interested. So
awesome.
Tell him if he's got any ideas, we should talk.
Yes, he just popped me his phone number for you. And then also, Yvonne has introduced me to some major promoters here in Florida. Are you looking, do you have a promoter to help you with some of the shows to book you around the United States?
I have a manager, but we work with other people like that, like promoters.
Awesome.
And so we definitely are looking. We're always looking because, I've been doing shows in different parts of the country and here in LA and in New York, but I'm always looking because I want to expand and do a lot more. So, I'd love to meet and be introduced to this promoter that you're referring to. It would be great.
Very cool. Remember the gentleman that did the
Rudy?
Yes, Rudy.
Yes.
Yep. And then also too, I just had Carrie Brown just popped on Facebook from Las Vegas, and she's very hooked up down there in that industry in Vegas land. And I'm sure she's listening to the show as well. And I'm going to get an email from her saying, "I've got Vegas covered for you."
Great.
So-
Well, I'd love to do that too. If she can, arrange something and book something there, it'd be awesome.
Well, I just had one of my good friends. He walked me down the aisle. We just got married last year, and he was
congratulations!
Thank you. And I heard you just got married, or you've been married. You're married?
No. I've been married. It will be in February. It'll be 35 years.
Wow, that is
wonderful.
gorgeous.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it sure is.
Thank
you.
People ask me how. This is my big question when I went to broadcasting. What makes a successful marriage and working relationship in show business? What's your secret?
A few people have asked me that, and I wish I could say, okay, I have this secret, that I could, and I really don't know what that is. I mean, I feel just very blessed and fortunate that I met an amazing, incredible woman, and the two of us just, it was like a great match, soul mates, and so I just feel so lucky. I don't have any. I mean, obviously a lot of respect for, to be able to really listen and be incredibly respectful and not just thinking of yourself all the time. And I think that's a key. But I think that's fairly common sense. Beyond that, I wish I had some magic potion, but I don't.
Well, that you understand each other because you're in the business as well, and that's really magical too. That makes sense too. Now I know Peter is ready to go with what are we playing, Peter?
Is this the Christmas song?
It is.
Yes,
the Christmas song with Donny Most
I've
from
been
Happy
waiting
Days.
for that. I've been waiting for that.
All right, here we go. Donny, stay on the line. We'll be right back.
Thanks. Sure.
So in a
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Nat.
That's cute. It's so nice.
I love it. My husband just texted me. He's in the car. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm listening to the music. It is so awesome."
Oh, thank you so much.
Wow. You know,
Yeah, what a treat that was to do that, just to be able to get in there with these great musicians and sing these incredible songs that I've loved. And, it's so, I can't tell, I just feel so blessed right now that I'm getting to do this.
well, you know, that one a little bit brought tears to my eyes because that was
mother's
Yeah,
favorite.
my mother passed away about 7 years ago, and that was her favorite song. And we used to go to the Grand Floridian, and they would have chestnuts roasting on open fire outside in Disney.
Oh, my God.
And so,
wow.
that touched my heart.
And my daughter just made me remember that if you go down 34th Street around Christmas time, you could smell in New York, you could smell chestnuts roasting, right? Right,
Yeah,
Donny?
I remember that. You sure could. What a great aroma that was, or is. Yeah, unbelievable.
Well, Donny, what is your website? Can everybody go to your website? I know. It's kind of looking at some things today and just kind of browsing.
Yeah, sure. I need to update it somewhat, but there's a lot of stuff there. It's DonnyMost.com, and there's a lot of stuff, videos and pictures, and there's a calendar section with dates of some of my shows. I need to update that, and a lot of cool stuff there. And then on Facebook, I have a page under Don Most, and then Twitter, it's at Most_Don. And so I usually post about stuff on there as well.
So, Donny, you said your shows, where you been performing at?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I was in New York at Feinstein's 54 Below.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great venue. And then I was just here last week at a great jazz club in L.A., Catalina's Jazz Club in Hollywood. But I've been in, I was at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut Casino, and I've been at theaters. I was at a theater in Lexington, up in near in Michigan, and Kansas, and all over. And I'm going to be in Greenville, Texas, at the Texan Theater on February 18th, and February 25th in Bay City, Michigan, at the State Theater there.
Really working.
So shows coming up, and like we talked about, I'd love to meet with that promoter and get some more going and see where we can take this.
Perfect.
Vegas and all those.
Yeah.
Good.
I even have the entertainment director I'll be meeting tomorrow at the Hard Rock because we're going to be there tonight in Tampa.
Oh, cool.
So I'll find that. But also, too, is I have a question. I have a friend that plays amazing saxophone. You know who he is. Sounds like Michael Boulez.
Yeah.
But are you ever looking in a city that, let's say you're in, that you need maybe an artist that plays an instrument? Would that be something that somebody could contact you with if they're in a city, or do you hire locals as well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like if let's say, I don't travel at this point with all of the guys in the band. I usually bring in my musical director and who plays saxophone, and then sometimes like the drummer, or a keyboard guy, and then we pick up the musicians in the local cities. So we definitely are always looking for great jazz musicians who can read, who are really good readers, because you come in with your music, you don't have a lot of time for rehearsing. It's just they have to be able to read the music like almost instantly, So, but the guys are amazing. They can do that. It blows my mind how good I can't even comprehend doing something like that. But these guys are fabulous.
Well, that's what I've heard, because I used to work for the late James Brown, and I was his entertainment reporter, and that's how I got so into the music industry. And,
I see.
To give you an idea, I had taken an artist on tour named Little J from Hollywood Records and Disney. His name was Little J, and I found out how to make an artist #1 in CD sales, and we had to book the school tours and get them out there and sell the CDs and everything. And are you on iTunes as well?
Yeah, it's on iTunes and Amazon.
Okay.
And the new one comes out February 10th, mostly swinging also in those places and other venues too. And they might even be in some of the sort like Best Buys and places like that as well, I hope.
Awesome.
But it's easy to find it on iTunes, as you know, or Amazon.
Okay, well, that's going to be a new download because, I have Christmas music on. And I mean, I wish I would have known this before. I would have played your music all month as well. But we want to still...
God.
But,
Bad.
Donnie, what we want to do is we do want to have you, have your other music playing it. I'd like to help promote it on the station.
Oh, great.
Okay, I'd like to play it, next year here, next year, not, like 2 weeks. 1 week.
Next couple of weeks.
Yeah, for sure. And I know...
we could time it when the new CD comes out in February, and you can play some of those songs, too.
That would be cool. Now, I know, Peter, we have another song that's a swing song, and then we have a couple callers that have some questions real quick. I know they're on hold. They're texting me on Facebook. I'm on hold, Dawn. I'm like, I know. Just hold on a little bit longer. But, Peter, what was the other one? Siboom? Something?
Say Siboom.
Say Siboom.
Oh, I know that. I like that.
That was
that was Eartha Kitt too. That was my girl, Eartha Kitt. Yes.
Yeah, Eartha did that, and Dean Martin did it. That was the version
I knew Yvonne would love it.
Yeah, I would. I do.
All right,
this is a good one. This is a duet also with that same singer, Becky Martin.
Oh, awesome. She sounds good too, Becky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out.
We'll be right back. Okay. Listeners, listen to this 106.1 FM, Hollywood Connections.
C'est si bon. Lovers say that in France, when they thrill to romance, it means that it's so good.
I say c'est bon, so I say it to you, like the French people do, because it's oh so good.
Every word, every sigh, every kiss, dear, leads to only one thought, and it's this, dear.
Yes, dear. Oh, it's so good. Nothing else can replace
just your slightest embrace. And if you only would be my own for the rest of my days, I would whisper this phrase. Say, c'est bon. Oh, baby, c'est bon. Ma chérie, c'est bon. C'est bon. I have only one thought, and it's this, dear.
Oh, it's so good.
Nothing else can replace.
Just your slightest embrace.
And if you only would,
I would be my own
for the rest of my days, I would whisper this phrase. Say, c'est bon. Oh, chérie, c'est bon.
Yes, dear.
Oh, Gigi, c'est bon. And Marie, c'est bon.
Gigi's
All the girls, it's c'est bon. I love you all, c'est bon.
Ah, darling.
C'est bon. I'm saying très, c'est bon.
C'est bon.
One more time, c'est bon. I love you, c'est bon. I want you, c'est bon.
That was beautiful, Donnie.
Thank you
Listen,
so
you
much.
know what?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I think somebody by the name of Pearl Bailey sang that too.
Oh, did Pearl do that?
I think
could
she
hear-
did. I think
Yeah.
she did back in the day.
Yeah, I could hear her doing that.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was, again, the producer, he came up with the idea of doing that as a duet.
That's
and,
beautiful. I like the young lady Becky. She's doing real well.
Oh, yeah, Becky Martin. She's terrific. And that song is out right now on Amazon and iTunes as a single from the upcoming CD,
Mhm.
mostly swinging, so that people can get that one right now. And
Have me reminiscing.
yeah. The songs on the upcoming one are, there's some of those songs are timeless. They've been around for 70 years, and they'll probably be around for at least another 170 because they're so good. You
Yes,
know?
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
I want to
Yeah.
take it. I want to listen to this on the sail. We have a 37-foot Endeavor sailboat, so I am going to like swing on my hammock and just like listen to this music.
Mm-hmm.
And,
All right.
but Donnie, I have a surprise for you. I have a friend from Las Vegas. Gene Anderson, are you on the line?
Unfortunately, I'm here waiting with my arms and ears wide open for you, Miss.
Well, hold on, Donnie. Gene Anderson, he worked for the Funkadelics for George Clinton, and he is Mr. Vegas. And, you know, Gene, do you know who I have on the phone with me that's been on the Hour Special?
Yeah, happy days are here again.
That's right. Did you ever watch Happy Days?
Heck
Of
yeah,
course.
nobody didn't watch Happy Days.
Well, you know, I have a favor to ask you since you walked me down the aisle in Vegas last year. I want you to kind of look out for Donnie, and maybe he can come and open up for you or do something, or you've got some connects down in Vegas. Say hi to Donny Most. He's on the air.
Hello there. Nice to meet
How
you.
you doing? My friend, it's more than a pleasure to meet you.
Thank-
Matter of fact, when you come to Vegas, Don can give you my information, and we do hook up and do some things, to do some interviews and stuff in Las Vegas, because I somewhat have a great affiliations with people there that's doing
Okay.
good things. So
Cool.
it would be more than a pleasure. Not
Oh,
only
that'd be
that,
great.
though, do you ever talk to the guy? What's his name? That I found my thrill.
Ron Howard?
Yeah, do you ever talk to Ron?
Yeah, well, we do. I mean, we stay in touch more by email these days because he's been so busy, as everybody knows,
Well, you know,
all
he's
over the
a big
world.
guy now, a
But you know, I get to see him, you know, usually once or twice a year, and we stay in touch through email, which is great.
Well, you know what?
Well, I got some movies that you and he and I need to sit down and talk about. Some very good movies that he or Penny Marshall or somebody we could shoot these movies because they're real straight GP comedy movies.
Okay.
Yeah,
A couple of them. That maybe we can talk about that when you come out in Vegas.
All right, we'll do.
We're going to try to get him over there with some of the people that we know as well. And Gene, thank you so much for calling in. We played your music last hour, and I'll send you his music as well after the show.
Gene, I just wanted to tell you that your music was very, very good. I loved it. We played it last week, and we played it this week.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you all so very much. We got better music coming. I'm in the studio as we speak.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
All of y'all.
All right, sounds good.
So maybe he and I could get together and collaborate on a song and come up with a great song together, Don. You look it up. You know what to do.
Yeah, she knows what to do.
Oh, yeah. All right, Donnie, I'll text you his number. You can get
So send me all the information and don't hesitate to contact me, Donnie, please.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, actually.
Pleasure. Have a blessed day, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too.
That's just a surprise guest, you know, because he's you know, was on tour with the Funkadelics, and then George Clinton wanted me to work for him one time. But every time I waited for George, it was like, you know, George, like 3 a.m. I couldn't. George, I'm like, George. But in the meantime, you know, we have Donny Most on the air with us from Happy Days. We're super excited.
Have any callers?
We do. And Donny, I know it goes so fast, and we're going to play more of your music. And I so thank you for this time. Have you ever had an hour interview like this on the air with your music? Lately?
No, not like this. This is great. I mean, I loved it. And you know, I'll have me back again when my next one comes out in February.
Very cool. I know Ellen is on the phone, and she's from Orlando, and she is a huge Happy Days fan because I'm from Milwaukee originally. Mm-hmm. And right. Ellen, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, Ellen.
Ellen, say hi.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm talking to Donny Most right now. I'm dying. Miss Dawn, she's something else. I tell you, I love her so much.
She is. I mean, this is my first time getting to talk with her. Since 1977 or whenever that was.
That's what you told me.
She is a delight.
Oh gosh.
So, what would you like to ask
everybody
him?
Thinks we're sisters, so.
We do.
What do I want to ask him? Oh, my God. I mean, what was it like working on the set for Happy Days? I mean, I even saw the very first episode. I know everything about Happy Days. Do you still talk to Henry? I have a million questions. I can't even believe this right now.
I speak to everybody. I saw Henry, just a couple of months ago, and we emailed each other last week. And I speak to Anson Williams, who played Potsy. we speak all the time, and I saw Marion Ross a few weeks ago. So it's great.
Goodness.
We stay in touch, and it's really nice.
That is wonderful.
I have to say something. I was at Universal Studios. I had a producer friend, and I was in this office, and he goes, "You know whose desk you're sitting at?" He goes, "That was Ron Howard's desk." And I was
really?
I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool to sit at Ron Howard's desk." All that.
Yeah.
That was
energy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That is fantastic. And to see that you are still entertaining. I mean, I remember you guys with your little band on Happy Days. And I grew up with a very musical family, and I'm also a singer, and I had I'm a female vocalist and play piano and everything. So I really was into that. I was big in that, at that time in my life. And I still do.
See.
Like, we still watch the reruns. It's crazy.
Great, yeah. They're still being on MeTV and other places like that. So I like that because new generation, some young people are discovering the show now, which is great.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's the thing. My daughter, Madeline, she's 8 years old, but she knows all about Happy Days because of me.
It's true.
Well, good for you. Yeah, I like
and
that.
the
Keep it up.
songs and everything. And I do. I share with my kids all the stuff that I think is classic. And that is a classic, Happy Days. And then we would watch Laverne and Shirley right after. It was a ritual in my household.
But
do
you know what I noticed? Because I was doing some research myself, Donnie, that one of the producers was from Happy Days. So you didn't really film it in Milwaukee. You filmed it in L.A., correct?
Right. Yeah, at Paramount Studios in Hollywood, yeah.
Right. And so I guess that was, the theme of the Milwaukee because of the down-home real people, which they are.
Sure. Absolutely. I'm from the Midwest, too, so that is how it is.
Yeah, one of our executive producers, Tom Miller, was from Milwaukee, and he suggested that it be placed there, and they went along with that idea, and it was a good idea. It was really good because it sort of hit the mark, and everybody could relate.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
Ellen, hold on. We're going to play another song of Donnie's real quick. Peter, what have we have not played yet? It's beginning to look like we have that Santa Baby, Blue Skies.
Yeah, the one you didn't play yet is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas.
Okay.
Do you have that one, Peter?
For 2017.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Both of you hold on. We'll be right back. We only have 7 minutes, but we want to play this song. Hold on. We'll be right back.
Okay.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Wow.
Man.
That is super cool. Super cool music. Oh, my God.
I wish you would
Yeah.
come and sing at my event. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, well, when is it?
There you go, Ellen.
It's February. What is it? It's February the 4th, 2017, at the Flamingo Water Park Resort in Kissimmee, Florida.
Oh, what is the event about?
Well, it's a fashion show, and
Oh.
it is actually a fundraiser for St. Jude's Children's Cancer Research Hospital and Healthier Choices for a Hungry Child.
Oh, wonderful cause. That's
And-
great.
Yeah, both of them are great causes. We have about 100 models. We have 11 designers this time.
Wow.
And Miss Dawn
Oh.
has been helping promote all this stuff for the past year, just about, I think.
Yes.
And yeah, and I
That
tell
sounds
you,
like a
we
great
have
event.
had some amazing people come through our event. Ashley Nicole from MTV, Tim
Uh-huh.
Proctor from The Walking Dead. We've booked, people that are new to the industry as well as people that are already signed and have been in it for a while. So,
Uh-huh.
a lot of exposure with the local press and media. So if you come to Florida, we'd love to have you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. We'll have to. I don't know what my schedule is on the 4th, but who knows? Maybe it can work out. You never know.
Yeah, if you never know. And we do it twice a year. So if you can't come for this show, then maybe you can come in October.
Okay,
Very cool.
great.
Well, Ellen, we want to thank you. We have 5 minutes left for calling in, and thank you for talking to Donny Most. And it's most valuable that you always call in all the time and promote what you do. We thank you for that as well. And a Happy Days fan from the heart she is, for sure. And so anyways, Peter, you had a couple questions real quick to say hi to Donny Most, my producer.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Peter.
How you doing,
Hey,
buddy?
Peter. Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing great. 2016 hasn't been so great. Give me your thoughts on Gary Marshall and his passing.
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm unbelievable this year. How many people and Gary was an amazing, wonderful guy, incredible talent, and a mentor to so many of us, and launched a lot of careers, and was always just so much fun to work with, and yet always a learning experience as well. He never would cease to amaze us with how quick and his mind would work, and how just innately funny he was, and he was the one who formed our softball team that helped us bond even more as a family, and he was really into that family and everybody, having that great bond, and so he'll be sorely missed, that's for sure.
Well, from the heart, that was beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Also, too, Donny, I see. God, there's so many more questions. You're also directing. I heard that you were directing. Is that still something that you want to do in the future as well?
Yes, definitely. I've directed 3 independent feature films over the years, and I have several projects I'm trying to get going now, trying to find a way to get them, whether it be through a company or privately financed, however. I've got some great projects, and I'm hoping to get behind the camera again soon.
That's awesome. So then we're going to have you back for the Hollywood Connections part for directing and producers.
Yes.
That would be cool. Because a lot of people want to know and more questions. I know I have people texting me on Facebook and my phone, and they're like, oh my God, I want to talk to him. And we only have 4 minutes left. So, but we so thank you from the heart for calling in. And do you have a question for him?
I have something to say.
Yes.
He reminded me of Bing Crosby and Perry Como.
Ah.
You did.
Oh,
You have
wow.
a beautiful
yeah, on those
voice.
songs, on those songs, I think more so because that was more in their style. It was a real mellow, kind of laid back. It was in a lower register of my voice, and I think that I could see what you're saying. And then on some of the other songs, when it's a different feel. You know what I mean? And I like a little bit of the variation. So when you hear like Demos Mostly Swinging, you'll see there's a lot of different kinds of a lot of different nuances and colors to it.
Wow. You've been such a delight to have on the show. Maybe we could after we keep playing your songs for a while and I prove myself that I'm playing your songs, maybe we could have like a Happy Days call-in, like a 2-hour special.
Yeah, sure.
That
Why
would be
not?
so amazing.
Why not?
That would be on my list of things, That'd be awesome. That's a thought list. But
okay.
we want to any last words, Donny, your website again. We're going to help.
DonnyMost.com, and the Mostly Swinging coming out in February on iTunes and Amazon, and the Christmas EP is out right now. That's called Donny Most Swinging Down the Chimney Tonight. That's what you were hearing.
I saw that promo on that. That's very
cute.
cool.
Swinging down the chimney.
Well, I just want to say, everybody, tune in. We're going to play Donny Most music, and then can we play that Happy Days theme? So that's one of our favorites from hometown there. That's so cool.
Thank you so much.
Dawn.
Thank you,
thanks
Donny.
so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm Yvonne.
Yes, my
Oh,
Yvonne.
yeah, Yvonne, it was
Yes.
great. It was
And
great
thank you
talking
for
with you, too.
Yes,
Thank you, Yvonne.
I'll send you the
Yvonne.
podcast, the phone numbers of the connections that you also made today on Hollywood Connections. And we want to thank you. Tell everybody hello.
Hello, I'm Yvette.
Yvette.
Yes.
And thank you for tuning
Yvette,
in. God
right.
bless. And Donny, thank you so much for calling in. Remember, give it to God. Watch things happen. And I'm Dawn Reese. Happy New Year. We'll see you next year. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
God bless, Donny. Thank you.
Gray sky, hello.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen.
The simple truth.
Donald Trump flip-flopped on the White House transition, saying this evening it is going smoothly, but correspondent Sunland Servati says an earlier tweet indicated otherwise.
Tweeting, quote, doing my best to disregard the many inflammatory President O statements and roadblocks. Thought it was going to be a smooth transition, not.
President Obama says he's committed to keep talking with the president-elect and, in fact, called him today. I'm Barbara Cusack.
This
the
is
Obama
Downtown
administration
Day.
is
How
putting
would
the
you like
finishing
to be able
touches
to...
on a package of sanctions and diplomatic measures to punish Russia for meddling in the U.S. election. Correspondent Evan Perez reports Russian officials fired back a response.
A criminal